And let's see if it works. It says I'm live, but I really hope it does.
1 second, because there is some 20 seconds delay.
Yeah.
Okay, you are on the air now.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
1 second. 1 second. Okay, yes, you are on. I will hang up Skype.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay, cool. Okay, guys, sorry for that. That was not to be happened, but we have some Twitch is kind of tricky sometimes, but now we are on. Let me get things sorted here. That was this technical support guy, but we are online. Well, I actually had had started a game. This is, by the way, the exact reason why I'm usually doing those kind of "Am I live?" questions at the beginning, because sometimes the software tells me I'm live and I'm not. And this was again the thing, and very, very tricky sometimes. So let's get going. Going to play some games. I actually have played one game because I started it right when the stream was supposed to be live, and I won that game. Actually, you still see the rest of it. Okay, there's someone saying, please answer more questions today. Yeah, I'm giving my best. I actually answer quite a lot. There's a request for a chess variant tonight, like 960 Suicide Atomic. Ooh, yeah, 960 I'm game, but not the other ones, simply because I don't know how they work. Yeah, I can press the 960 button hoping that I get a game. It's not so easy. So let's see. Yeah. Okay, there's a question. Someone is asking. Let me play a couple of moves there. Someone is asking that stating that some commentators are overestimating or kind of pointing to a couple of things when they do commentary, like the bishop pair, more space, those kind of things. And the question is, or he says there are a lot of positions where those things don't guarantee an advantage. And how to determine that, it's not easy. Very difficult questions. However, in most positions, more space and the bishop pair is something, actually quite a lot. And yeah, I actually most of my wins are from space and bishop pairs, so I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, speaking of space, this guy has much more space. He's playing a very sophisticated version here of the Samish King's Indian. A very tricky for black to handle variation here. Okay, let's see. I'm going for this classic F5 thing. Someone asks me about the opening d4, d5, c4, c5, the Austrian defense to the Queen's Gambit. It's not very good. Yeah, that's a good question. I value the bishop pair highly. Yeah, why did I then go for the Nimzo Indian and Bogo Indian for my book choice and my repertoire? Well, they're just good openings, and it's not that. I mean, I do like the bishop pair, but it's simply that every good player likes it if the position is right for it. And especially the Nimzo is so flexible that giving up the bishop pair is no issue at all. Talking about flexibility. How am I going to trap this bloody queen there? He has put the queen there on h6. I wonder if I can trap it. Knight to e to g8. He's totally... now he's found a way back there to f2. Okay, I'm still putting up this g5 stuff. Okay, yeah, that's not a big problem here. c5 and the capture. Yeah, still about this question with the space and the bishop here. I don't think that those commentators are automatically valuing this too high or something. It's just how it is. Of course, there are openings that don't necessarily have space and bishop pair, but it's still a very important point. Okay. Do I follow the Grand Prix? No, I don't yet. Yeah, I'm interested in this event, of course, but I did not yet follow it because I was on a short vacation of about 4 days, and during that vacation I was unable, or not unable, I didn't really watch anything. I only saw that the event started and Caruana is leading, I think, but I didn't really look at it in much detail. Okay, so what is this? I need to make sure that I have some share of the C file here. Knights are problematic here. That's not such a great position. A5 is hanging. Okay. Yeah, that's not too great, I know. Okay, I need some counterplay here. Going for the capture and bishop and queen h3 if possible. Yeah, so I'm taking here. So b6 is hanging, but I don't think that... I cannot worry about that. Let's put it like that. If he takes b6, I'm going to h3 and try for this play there. Okay, he just takes it immediately. Basically saying what you're doing is rubbish. That's possible. It really is, but I still think I have some kind of play here. Knight d6 was interesting, but he's playing instant moves all the time, so didn't happen. Queen can take c5. Okay, I can still check him for knight h4. If I go to h5, he has queen g4. Okay, he has knight d6, but not much that I can do there. Is he just playing for a draw? Wow. Really? It's very hard to not allow. Okay, now he's doing something else. So let's put this knight up. Yeah, objectively I'm probably toast here. Yeah, knight d6 check is one problem. He just takes there. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I know this is a check, but what now? What is he doing now? threatening queen g1 and knight h2 and knight f2. So okay, I'm happy to have the knight in the action. That wasn't very helpful for him. So okay, so isn't there some kind of mate here? It looks bad. Check here. Cannot check there. That on e2 is bad. Queen b4 is almost made, but not quite. Oh, don't see a mate here. Maybe here, yeah, for knight d2. I didn't see a direct mate, which is probably embarrassing. This is a mate though. No, it's not. Ah, yes. No, he has queen. He has king to b5. Ah, unbelievable. He has the bloody king to b5. Ah, what a shame. I let him escape there. There was certainly a mate somewhere. No. Even that position isn't so clear. Knight e5 is knight e5 is possible, and I'm losing on time. What? Okay, yeah, he will win on time. He can play any nonsense move now. That's the problem. Can even blunder the queen. And I'm up everything. And he automatically says thank you. What a game. Okay, so so what okay. So there were many questions. Let's see. So wow, so many questions. That's very difficult. There's a question here about too many questions, guys. Yeah, I've seen that Simon Williams has started his own commentary channel. That's fun. Yeah, we might do a commentary. Why not? Okay, so let's get this game going. 2K or something, and from Iceland, probably a Nimzo. Yeah, I did hear that Caruana is switching federations to the US. Yeah, that will make a pretty strong American team. But yeah, I think it will be probably interesting for the Chess Olympiad next year, mostly. Yeah, they have three very strong boards and a couple of very promising juniors. Yeah, the US getting all those strong players is however bad news for the young promising players that they have. Yeah, will be difficult now for them to get on the team. Yeah, maybe I had a mate there in this last game. It's very, very much likely. Okay, I'm trying for mate here as well. Queen e4, queen h7 mate. Crude, but I hope effective. So, any other questions? Yeah, in fact, too many. I wonder if I should play g4 in this position. Is this an idea? g4. His knight is really bad there. Maybe rook g1 and g4. That's funny. G4 immediately was possible. Yeah, that's true. Someone says that individual players don't guarantee a team victory, as we've seen with the result of the Russian team over the years. This is really a strange thing, that the Russian team is not getting anywhere in the team events. And what I hear, it's not, what I read in some interviews and so on, it's not that they have many personal issues, let's say. Sometimes you just feel, okay, they are kind of, they don't like each other or something. But it doesn't seem to be the case here. Yeah, someone says space and the bishop pair, I have to win this game. That's true. This is just a very good position, unless I'm overlooking stuff, which is very much possible. One point that is tricky here is the f3 knight, which is really a bit of a soft spot. He tries to do something. And of course, he can take on e5. I can take there. Tricky. Okay, but I can take here first. That cannot be bad. And now knight takes e5. This, I did not see that he can take on e5. Or that this is, I did see that he can take, but not that it is very effective. So take here, takes g4. That's not good news. I can take g7, but that doesn't lead anywhere. Okay, I'm going to take there. Yeah, knight takes g4, and now I don't really have a great move here. It's quite remarkable. I have a pretty good position for the pawn, but it's not a win. Okay, so there's a question: the best way to learn sufficient theory to play the Nimzo in Bogo Indian. Yeah, well, okay, there's a book coming that I wrote, which is a good start, definitely. I think it will be released in June. I really hope. The publisher is kind of not doing anything, it seems. I don't know what they're doing, actually. I've submitted the book a month ago, and not much is happening now. It's really a bit strange. Well, the Nimzo and Bogo are both they're ideas-based openings, not so much based on forced lines. So it's not a bad idea to just look through games by good players who regularly play the opening. The Nimzo is pretty easy in that regard. It's played very often, and it's a very versatile opening with many possible sub-variations. And the Bogo has its experts as well. For example, it's played a lot by Russian Grandmaster Vityugov. Yeah, so many sources possible. Okay, he wants to play knight e4. Just doing the side step that I'm not right in this fork. Okay, so he's giving something back. Or he tries to give something back. Okay, I'm putting the rook on g1. That seems to be okay anyway. I have some compensation. I'm not sure if it's enough or anything, but it is some compensation. F5 and h6 doesn't seem to work. Rook g6 maybe. Yeah, he defended well. He really had a rotten position, but knight takes e5. That was really strong. surprisingly strong. Okay, I can take there 2 times now. Of course, my light squares are really, really bad now, but I still think I should do it. Should do that. Bishop takes h6 is the point. Okay, so what is he doing? Bishop h6, knight e4 check, or what? Maybe. Queen takes, rook f2. Wow. That's a nice piece of calculation there by my opponent. Takes f2. I don't can. Knight f2. I don't have a move there. King d1 maybe. That's not going to work. Great. Great. Knight e4. And a2 is hanging. I really don't have a move in this position. That sucks. It really sucks. This looks very passive. I don't see a move. Wow. So he's up for knight e4 again. I can take on h6 though, and still, what is he doing there? Okay, let's take them. I can check on e4, of course. I can still check there because he has protected the square. Okay, anyway, I had to play a move there. Yep, and here we go. What is he doing now? That's at least a bit confusing. If he takes the bishop, I can take the knight. Okay, wow. Okay. That's a funny pin now. His knight is also pinned. Dodging bullets here, really. Yeah, I'm winning now, I think. Yeah. Wow, that was probably lost. And now he's forfeiting on time, but it's a winning king and pawn endgame. Whew. Okay. So, whose game do I recommend wants to study the Nimzo? Nimzo, difficult. Many good players play the Nimzo, and it is, as mentioned, a very versatile opening. Many possibilities. Who's playing the Nimzo? With white, it depends on what line you choose, of course. If you play the classical with Queen c2, for example, there's a couple of good players who do that. Dreyer, for example, is a player I always recommend to study them. Okay, Independiente, that's a very high-rated player. Let's see if I got a name in there. Nope. No, let's see. Yeah, Ivan Sokolov is a player to also look at with the white side of the Nimzo. He's a huge expert on the Rubinstein E3 Rubinstein variation. Okay, so let's see what we get here. Independiente. He has castled early. I always hope for h3 so that I can unleash this business with g5. Maybe I shouldn't have played h6 so early. Okay, so I'm just going to castle here. Normal moves. Ah, yeah, okay. I think that playing knight g4 here is not leading too much. I still can play rook e8, bishop e6. There's a question: do I watch Game of Thrones? No, because too many people. I cannot keep track. But I totally understand that people like it. It looks very well produced, and like it looks like good stuff, but impossible for me to follow. There was another question. Would I recommend Judgment and Planning in Chess by Oewe? I'm not sure. I think I maybe read that book or looked at it like ages ago, but I mean, this is it has to be quite naturally more than 35 years old, as Oewe died in, I think, 1980. And I'm not quite sure that this is still kind of up to date. And really a lot has happened in chess in 30 years. For example, I really don't think that there's much use in stuff by Nimzowitsch or something. That's really too old. Okay, I'm trying to get this traded there. Never like it if there are too many pieces there near my king. Knight h5, trying to... Oh, he's totally agreeing to all those trades. That, I think, is surprising. It must be totally fine for me here with this good centralization. Any knight to f5 I can simply take. Wow, f3, that's surprising. His dark squares look really tricky, coming with queen c5. My thoughts on the Benko Gambit, is it any good? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. The Benko is a tricky opening. The 12a49 is putting this Benko under quite some pressure. But recently it has been played by Natalia Pogonina very successfully in the World Women's Championships, and she played it against Zhao Zhu, which I'm probably totally killing in terms of pronunciation, and she didn't get anywhere, yeah, the Chinese player, so that's interesting. She is usually quite well prepared, so this means something. I have a nice position here. Yeah, the early queen a5 is the point, probably, in the Benko Gambit, but yeah, I really cannot tell you the current state of things. So he played bishop b3. What am I going to do? I mean, I can just take and play like g6 and I'm fine, but do I have something better? I can take and check him, right? Is this any good? Checking him. Check king h2. It looks kind of tricky. Let's do that. Let's do that. And now he's in this awkward pin. Tja, I don't see anything great here. Maybe queen b5 or something. Okay, I want to make sure that the knight is not... Okay, I was thinking that this might be okay here, like something to have won. Okay, I can go g5 now. g5, knight f5. Not sure it helps. What is his idea actually? Rook d2, trading stuff? Maybe. Okay, now my pawn is hanging. I didn't really appreciate that very much. Okay, not sure that was so great. Okay, I'm keeping control over the d file, but it's not so clear what my plan is. Yeah. Queen b8 or something. Going for e4 check. Yeah, it's probably equal, this kind of thing. Or is my d file really that important? Not sure. Oh no, now I'm in great shape. This is a great endgame. Let's see, I'm not sure if I can win, but it's definitely nice for black. Let's see how to do that. Maybe I should have played rook h1 for h5. He has g3, maybe g3 and rook h2 or something, maybe. So let's see, do I have to play this? Or rook e1 for e4, that's also interesting. Let's do that. For e4 check. So let's go e4. It looks excellent for black. So e3 or not. I can also check him here. Let's check him. King. Now I have e3 and then take on g2. Yeah. Or rook d3, is this the point? I don't know. Yeah, what am I doing now? I can go king c4, but I don't know if I'm winning then. The time is a problem. I only have 44 seconds. I'm not sure if I have a win. Nah, I think I should take the draw here because of the time. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame because it was such a nice position, but okay. So let me have a look at some of the possible questions to answer. There's a question. What do I think of lines in symmetrical English where black plays a quick d5, like c4, c5, knight f3, knight f6, knight c3, d5? How can you try to challenge this kind of setup as white? I don't want to give black a Maroczy bind position. Yeah, that's not so easy. It's not so easy. I think one idea is to play with e3 or e4 after the capture. The best line for white against the Caro-Kann. Yeah, the best line for white against the Caro-Kann. This would be the advanced variation, I guess. The advance is currently the main line, and there's a new book out by Alexei Dreyev. I'm not sure what it is called, like beating the Caro-Kann. Some of those typical things. Win against the Caro-Kann. I don't know the title, but he's got the advanced variation, the short variation, and it's pretty good, I think. Another interesting line against the Caro-Kann, if you want something offbeat, is the fantasy variation with 3f3. It tends to be a surprise for the black players. Okay. Yeah, in the English, if black is going for d5, it's not so easy. In this particular line, c4, c5, knight f3, knight f6, knight c3, d5, I think cd5, knight d5, white can search for an advantage with d4, e4 or e3, one of those. I wouldn't play g3 there, and then black really gets a reverse Maroczy, and this is really not any good, I think, for white. So I got a new game there. What should I play? Let's play the Sicilian. Someone mentioned, okay, the dragon, which I don't get. Okay, someone is, someone is playing the Smith-Morra, and I'm going to take it. And how can you tackle this? Okay, I don't want something fancy. I just want to play normal stuff. Someone in this book by Mark Esserman, Esserman writes that this d6 e5 setup is the, for him it's the kind of the Ruy Lopez of the Smith-Morra. So it's the kind of super classical way to do it for black. So I'm going to go for that. What is happening here? This guy, queen e3. He allows me to put this knight on d4. That cannot be bad. What is this in the first place? I can move the knight now, or he wants to play bishop e3. Yeah, that is what he wants to do. Maybe rook c8. Okay, what is this? Okay. Can put bishop to g5, right? And he has a very clear goal in this game. He wants to play a bullet game. Okay, I really don't understand anything here. What happens here? Besides the fact that probably there is some kind of tactic that I don't see, but I just can go back. Do you think the dragon is only for crazy people? A bit. A bit. The dragon is a specialist opening for black players. I mean, it's definitely interesting, without any doubt, but it's also a very, it's a very demanding opening. Not something that you can just play and be happy with it. You really have to study it. Okay, I don't like to take with the pawn, but if I take with the bishop, he could have taken on c8. It probably would have been compensation, but not great. I still don't really see his compensation, which is probably simply not existent. This is why I don't see it, but you never know. Yeah, someone is getting back to this, my suggestion of playing d4 there in the Symmetrical English line. It can transpose sometimes to the Grunfeld. It does not necessarily do so. Yeah, now he's taking time, after blitzing out everything. I don't really know why. You're just a pawn down, buddy. That's the nature of this opening. Yeah, I cannot really... The final Zugzwang is the name. I'm sorry. This is very difficult to read. It's in a green color. He's mentioning a line there in the English. Yeah, okay, it's difficult to read out all of it, but just for you. Yeah, this is an interesting line that I also have played as white. Yeah, now he takes 2 minutes and exchanges his best piece. That's funny. Bishop f7 is the point. I didn't really see that. I didn't see that. Yo, whoa. Yeah, bishop f7. Huh? Bishop f7. Yeah. What a stupid blunder. And I don't really have anything there. Stupid. Yeah, I played that far too quickly. He totally lulled me into that. What is the best way to try to defend this? That really sucks. That I now have this kind of thing here. I cannot give mate there because of this pin rook. The only thing that helps me a little bit here is that the knight is a tricky piece. I can just take with the pawn, of course. It would have been much better. Okay, he still has to win this position. Of course, it's just an exchange. But as long as you have knights, you don't resign, as Larry Christiansen coined famously. Yeah. It's really the case. Knights are tricky pieces. So maybe I'm entering here. Knight doing a good job covering f5, for example. And at the moment he doesn't have a very clear idea how to win. At least it doesn't seem like it. Unfortunately, I also don't have anything great. I can just hope for the best. So maybe attack the pawn so that he cannot easily play the rook to g3. Yep, still cannot move the rook. You should probably play rook c1 or something like that. Trying to... rook c1 blunders the exchange. Yeah, knight e2. It's not really leading too much. Okay, I'm not sure if this is a good idea. It could be just a weakness, but... yeah, h4 he goes queen up. That's not great. Probably not a great idea. Yeah, I shouldn't have played h5. That was a bad idea. He simply has no idea in this position. He's just shuffling around. And I'm probably giving him ideas in some way, if you want. Okay, so let's do this. This was the initial idea. Okay, so let's attack this rook. Now he has rook c6. That's bad. Yeah, I shouldn't have allowed that. I should have just stayed put. He maybe wouldn't have the slightest idea how to win this with an exchange up. You never know. But I just weakened myself. Yeah, it was a bad defense. I should have just stayed put. can check me there. Okay, well, that was terrible. That was a really, really bad game there. Wow. Okay, yeah, the f7 tactic. He took ages for that move, and when he played it, I really didn't look. Okay, so let's go e4 here for a change of pace against Eddington here from Canada. I could have actually played the King's Gambit because I have a great score with that. Maybe I can get some other Gambit in. Like here, let's do the Evans. That could be fun. I really don't know it that opening well, but it could be fun. Let's do this. Okay, he plays the same line that I play, this bishop e7 move. Edding says recording video. Yeah, if you just told him that he's live on Twitch here. Okay. Okay, so he returned the pawn. He's playing the same boring line that I play. It's not a bad line. It's just not so exciting. I also return the pawn when I play this, and yeah, I'm happy with this kind of position. For black, it's nothing brilliant, but it's certainly okay. So I'm going to go back now and hope that the white extra pawn in the center will be helpful. Yeah, this is the thing that white is hoping for, that the white e-pawn is helpful. Yeah, someone writes, shouldn't you know the Evans from the black side? Yeah, I know it a bit, but it's something that I know this line a bit because it's my line, but I don't really know every possible deviation. Okay, so maybe bishop g5, yeah, just developing. Someone requests I should play especially boring openings. Someone says you can see this nearly every day on my channel. That's not true, actually. I really don't play the exchange lines that often anymore. I've played a bit of the exchange Slav and exchange King's Indian and so on, but it's relatively rare nowadays. Yeah, he's taking his sweet time here. So I'm going to cover e4. Black is okay, yeah. I think he doesn't have any bad piece here. Looks kind of solid. I cannot go e5, which is a bit of a shame. Bishop there on g6 is making things a bit problematic. I wonder if knight h4 is actually possible. Or is rook d2 a move there? No, okay, it cannot be good for black, really. I'd really love to get this bishop here on g6. The bishop on g6 is problematic. For me, I mean, this is on the diagonal of the queen here, c2, g6. I have to get rid of this. Oops, I did not see that one coming. I had a bad feeling about all this, like there could be something, but I didn't see that move. So knight e4, knight e4. I have to take anyway. No use in spending time there. That's bad that I did not see that coming. So bishop e7, queen e7. Bad news. Not good. Yeah, I guess I'm taking there. And I'm a pawn down there, yeah. That happens when I play Gambit openings. I'm a pawn down and I really ask myself, what exactly am I having for the pawn? And I have nothing. The big problem is really that he gets the bishop to f6. That's really, really annoying. And rook e8. How do I get d8? It's difficult to even get some play. Really difficult. Yeah, the exchange variations like exchange Slav, exchange King's Indian, there are not bad at all in bullet chess because they can be played quickly if you know it, and it's a good weapon if you want to play many moves in a short period of time. I'm playing this badly, and now he can play b4. He didn't play that. Why? I don't know why. Okay. I don't think he made the best out of his chances here. Best of his chances. Bishop takes. I'm still not in a good shape, but it looks bad, huh? My piece coordination is still sucks. But I'm not really sure why he returned the pawn. It wasn't really necessary, I think. He could have had the same position basically with equal material. Quite an annoying queen position. Maybe I should play g3 and just kick the queen out. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so can I, if I let's say take and play queen e4, is this something? Taking c4, or queen e4 immediately. Okay, let's play this first. Have to do this anyway, protecting stuff. Okay, now maybe rook b7, no? Knight d6 then. My pawn is hanging. I cannot play queen a2, unfortunately. Maybe here. And knight d6 is still good for him. That's a really bad game here. Rook c6, maybe I get that in. Yeah, that's equal now. He really spoiled it to an equal position, but the time, he's 10 seconds up. Rook c7, maybe I get this in. Not queen g5, please. Yeah, it's a draw, of course. Okay, well, that was a really bad game. I really played badly. It's not my forte, this kind of positions, but I overlooked this tactic on e4. So let's do one more game or two more games. We started really late there. I don't really know how late it was, but quite a bit late due to the technical problems at the beginning. Oh, I actually dropped below 2,400. I have to fix that. I really have kept this 2,400 plus for quite a bit. Oh, that's tricky now. Suat Atalik, that's a really strong player. So let's see what's going on. He's really good. So let's see. I'm playing the King's Indian, which is not the opening that he has a bad score against. He really scores well against it. So let's see. Let's see what Atalik is doing here in the classical. He's going for this. Okay, so he plays the Korchnoi variation. Okay, I'm playing this gung-ho counter attack. Rook f6, rook f6 to h6. This is very cheeky way to play in some way. But okay, let's see. He played g4. Interesting. Huh. Okay, I think I probably have to take. Okay, and knight up to f4, I guess. That cannot be bad, really. Oh no, that's wrong. It might be bad, but it's probably the only way to play this position. I really don't see how else. Interesting. So he's up for knight. Yeah, okay. I really cannot care about knight b5 here. I'm going for knight h5. Wow, really? That I find quite surprising. Wow. Even g4 is a move now. Queen d7 for queen h3. How is he answering that actually? Bishop g1 or something. It still looks dangerous. Let's try that. Rook g1 is a funny way to get checkmated. Rook h2. Yeah, that's just mate. Yeah, that was a lucky one. But it happens. It happens. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I really have a hard time to assess this position. Maybe I'm in bad shape. I don't know. The queen is coming to h3 and knight h5 g3 is also an idea. That's the problem in the King's Indian. Yeah, you can play all kinds of nonsense and sometimes you just checkmate the guy. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, let's go King's Indian again. Yeah, Atalik is really a great player. So I've lost many games against him where he played really great. So let's do something else here against Mr. Boris. Getting a Benoni kind of structure. Yeah, the Samish King's Indian. Yeah, I played this a bit on the white side, so it's not that I don't know anything. With white, I played h3 in this kind of situation. I think back then h3 here, I think. Yeah, it's so long ago that isn't even real. Yeah, that little mating trick earned 21 points. That's often the weird thing about chess. Some cheap trick gives you many points, and sometimes you play an interesting, good game, and then, I don't know, you lose some silly game on time, you get nothing. Okay, it seems that he... Okay, this is also possible. First trading everything, but I usually didn't go for those trades. It's super tactical now. H4 is the point of black's play to get the knight away and then maybe take e4. Black has some huge pressure on the center, and in fact I was even pretty quick now. Tja, what is he doing now? Like e5 maybe? I don't know. H4 is a bit of a problem. Another trick that sometimes is in the position is something that if I can somehow take the bishop on e3, they have bishop d4 to win material. So this is happening sometimes. Okay, I think I have to take probably. I don't think I have something else. An important point is that I'm attacking the d5 pawn. So if he goes, I don't know what exactly. Yeah, like this actually. Knight d5 I can play or not. I can also play h4. h4 first. Well, bishop d4 might be something. So knight d5, bishop d4. Maybe, yeah, maybe possible. If I go h4, bishop d4, I can actually take on d5 with the rook. That's pretty good actually. So let's do that. Bishop d4, knight d5. Sorry, bishop d4, rook d5. That's pretty good, I think. Unless it's not. Unless it's not. Wait, bishop d4, rook d5, knight d5, queen d5. Or does he have something crazy? Queen f4 or something? I don't know. Let's see what he's doing. He probably has to do that. No, he just moves the queen. Okay, so I cannot move the knight because then f7 is collapsing. I can take d5 with the rook. Wow, King's Indian, eh? Wacky stuff. Knight d5, queen d5, and I'm double attacking c5 and the knight on g3. And the bishop is hanging with check. On bishop d4, I have knight h5, I think. He has check on b8. This might be the problem, that he has this check there on b8. Okay. I can still take there. Takes on g3, bishop f6, bishop c6 is an interesting line. And I still have knight h5 somehow, or other knight moves. Is there some decent knight move? I don't know. Bishop c6 now. What is he doing after bishop c6 actually? Let's do that. Let's do that. Little intermediate mate in the works. Rook f2, I can take a g3 and I'm winning, so this is not going to work. Funny. Tricky, tricky, tricky. I don't really know what he's doing now. Queen f3 or something. I have queen d4 check. There also is a possibility to play g5, which looks really crazy, but yes, this check on b8, so that's not working. Yeah, here I can just take, I think. Oh, I didn't see that move. Sorry for that. I didn't see that one coming. Not sure how bad it is. So what am I doing? Queen. Do I have something else? Don't have a check. That's bad. Queen e6 looks normal actually. For queen e1 also. Here's this check. But that's not. It's not really a big problem. Knight h5 is blocking queen h4 checks. And queen e1 is really a big issue. It should be okay. Also attacking the bishop, so he cannot just play, I don't know, queen g3 or something. Oh, he resigned. I didn't see that. He resigned. I'm sitting there. What is happening now? I didn't get it. Okay, I'm going to go for one more game. Let's see. Yeah, that was a funny tactical skirmish. So I'm going to go for one more game. The rocky start really warranted. I didn't really see that he resigned here. But I think it is lost there. It really is lost. Again, Mr. Atterlik. Let's see what he's going to do. He's playing the Grunfeld, I think. So I'm playing the bishop f4 line. Yeah, he's playing bishop e6. He's a real theory guy. Bishop e6 is nowadays the... No, he's going for that. Okay. Interesting. Oh. I think you just play this one. I forgot my preparation. Knight e4 here. Okay. Not familiar with that. This late knight e4. So let's see. I want to get rid of his strong bishop there. And I managed. That's good. The bad thing is I'm moving my knight all over the place. But I think it's worth to get rid of this strong bishop. Yeah, interesting. What am I doing now? Just going back, or I can take d5? Maybe. I wonder about queen d4. Is this a stupid idea? Maybe. Not sure really. But okay, let's play it simple. I mean, this shouldn't be bad. I'm threatening on d5. He has to play knight takes e3 now, I think. Yeah, this is almost the same thing. I was thinking about this. This is just a little bit better for white. I know it's kind of boring, but it's just a bit better for white. So let's see, bishop e2 or bishop c4. Yeah, maybe bishop c4. Yeah, I probably should have played something a little bit more entertaining. So, I'm a bit surprised that he traded this. Why did he give me a bishop for knight? That's a bit strange. Okay. I mean, it's not that he's in serious trouble, but I wonder what the point is to give me an endgame where if anybody is better, it's white. It's still very drawish, of course. So let's see, where do I put it? I cannot really enter easily with the king. Maybe here. Knight on d6 is blocking things. Okay. It's equalish. It's just equal. F5 is surprising. Trying to enter now. Don't really understand what he's doing here. Is he just playing for a loss here? I mean, maybe I'm just totally not understanding things, but I'm getting the a-pawn now. I could have played bishop c4 earlier, which was interesting. Weird. Okay, so bishop over to g8 would be great. Okay, he wants to go to e6. So I guess a3 b4 maybe. Or b4 immediately. Nah, that's a tricky thing here. a3 b4. He's got knight e6. Knight takes f4. Yeah, I don't know. I cannot calculate it till the end. So my a pawn is pretty dangerous. So a5, or I can play also b5, just trying to promote b6, b5 takes b6. How is he stopping that? I don't see how he stops that. Let's do it. How is he stopping this stuff? I don't see it. Oh, I totally miscounted there. I miscounted this nonsense. No. Ah, no, he's just one move too quick. Oh, I just had the clearly better endgame there. He totally killed himself. Terrible. That was just terrible. I can just not b5, and I'm never losing this, of course, never. I'm just winning, I think. I mean, never losing, totally miscounted. Yeah, that's just lost, I guess. I cannot calculate now with 5 seconds. Oh, am I quick enough here? Okay, yeah, that was terrible, really. Losing that is quite a joke, actually. If I'm not doing, I'm not miscounting here. Yeah, like here. Oops, sorry. Like here. Can just go a5. I mean, I can never lose with the a pawn. It's impossible. The question is, I can probably not win, but I can never lose, actually. No, b6 was not working. b6 was not working here. b6. I cannot really analyze here in this client. I don't really know it. Yeah, here in this position, b6, he just goes king c5 and stops the whole business. Okay, guys, that was a bit of a late start to this broadcast, but I think I made up for it for going a little bit over time. I hope you enjoyed the whole show. Again, sorry for the late start. And yeah, I'll be back next Monday with another hour of Chess Explained. Okay, thanks guys, bye.